Welcome to Seashell TV.
Hi, Virgos. Thank you for tuning in to Seashell TV. This is Shell. Today's episode is Mental Health Check-In Monday. So let's see what the cards have to say, shall we? I hope you all are doing okay today. Okay, I'm going to use my Moods and Emotions deck. Okay, dear Spirit, please tell me how my Virgos are feeling, please. How are my Virgos feeling today? How are my Virgos feeling today? One card, please. One card, please. Okay. So we have paranoid. Okay. And your affirmation for today is, my reality has meaning and I will find it. I hold on to truth and wisdom with hope in my heart for peace within. Okay. So, not sure why you're feeling paranoid. However, I do know that you do not like this paranoia feeling. So I'm not really sure why you're feeling this paranoia, but like I said, you hate it. You don't really care for it. Like, it drives you crazy, this paranoia. So let's clarify and see why my Virgos are feeling paranoid. It's not a good feeling. Not a good feeling at all. Okay, Spirit, please clarify paranoid for my Virgos. Two more cards, please. Okay. Sometimes I read reversals, sometimes I don't. It just depends. So you have the Hermit card, the Justice card, and the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. So, sorry y'all, I gotta pick up this water. Okay. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Just having some little complications here. But anyway, back to you guys. So, yes. So you have the Hermit, the Justice, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So, this paranoia has you wanting literally to go check yourself in. Not even being funny. You see how there's nothing in there? You barely have nothing on. It's kind of like when you're at like a asylum. I really don't want to use that word, but you know how they be in the all white room with nothing on the walls and possibly in a jacket. I'm not saying you guys are there, but I'm just saying that's what this card kind of reminds me of. So the paranoia has you going crazy to the point where you feel like you should possibly or probably check yourself in. But instead of you doing all of that, I think you just really just go into hermit mode. You really go to be by yourself, because maybe this paranoia has something to do with you maybe possibly not loving yourself anymore, or loving someone anymore, or don't want to share your cup with others anymore. But with going within with this Hermit card, just know that you do find some mental balance, if that makes sense. Okay? You find some balance in this paranoia. Not sure how. Maybe you have figured a way by going into hermit mode. You figured out a way to balance out why you feel paranoid. So, okay. So then you have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely something new that you're working on. You're working on not being paranoid so much, because maybe this is often for you. Okay? So you work on creating balance. You definitely work on creating balance for yourself. And that's good, because that isn't always easy. It's not always easy at all. So, good for you. Okay. All right, so let's elaborate further on the Hermit card. Yeah, you absolutely hate being paranoid. So let's keep those two. Okay. So with this Hermit card, you have the Empress, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So yeah, definitely going within helped you to gain a lot of clarity and clear your mind from this paranoia. Okay? And you probably needed to get out into nature, possibly, to clear your mind. And that's where you gained clarity. Okay? And with this Empress card, she, for the most part, pretty much has it all together. So you really have freed yourself from this paranoia, at least for the moment, okay? If it's any deeper than that, please get help, okay? And then at the bottom, look, we have the Lover's card. So maybe you found some newfound love for yourself. And remember earlier I was saying with this Two of Cups, maybe you don't love yourself anymore, or you don't have love for anybody else, or you just don't have love for things in general anymore. Like you no longer want to keep going back and forth with people. You kind of just want to be to yourself and in this paranoid state. But I really truly believe that's just your paranoia. Seriously. Because you have the Lovers right here. And this is for the Hermit. So Your overall is the Lovers. So you're loving the way that you are right now. You're loving yourself. You're loving your beauty. You're loving the fact that you have a new found clarity. And you're loving the fact that you can see things clearly now. You're straightforward with what it is you need to say. You're straightforward in your thinking. And you're clear-headed. Okay, so let's clarify the Justice card. Two more cards, please. Okay, so for the Justice, you have the Eight of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Magician. So remember I was saying you was trying to find balance within your mental stability in regards to this paranoia, because it was keeping you like really like in the dark, away from people, to yourself. You may have had certain types of thoughts. That's how I'll put it. Okay? You may have had certain types of thoughts. Okay? But this paranoia is definitely taking a toll on you. Look at her. It's like her mind just can't stop going. Okay, but you said, you know what? I have to find balance in my mental stability and get out of this paranoia. So you work hard, diligently, and meticulously. Now, this could be you working hard to find out why you're always paranoid, meaning you probably went to seek professional help. Okay, but it took work for you to do that because you had to do your research. You had to find who you wanted to go to. You had to read up on that person and figure out how they are and if they're any good. So that's the work you put into in regards to balancing out this paranoia. Okay? And it was a good thing that you did that because you have the Magician card. And with this Magician here on the table, you were able to use all the tools you needed to get that professional help. Okay? And you ended up finding yourself a magician who actually helped you to either fix the problem, fix the paranoia, or you and this person who's helping you, that you went to seek for help, are finding ways in which you can balance your mental stability and not be paranoid all the time. Because I think this paranoia is a constant thing, and that's why I was saying maybe you were feeling like you were kind of going kind of crazy, and you probably wanted to check yourself into an asylum, because that's what that looks like, the Hermit card to me. But instead you went within, gained some clarity on what it was you needed to do, and you were led to look up physicians or whomever that can help with this situation. And it worked out for you because you have balance. Good for you. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Death card. Yeah, you said, so you said, okay, no more of this. I can't take any more of this. Something's got to change. But remember earlier too, I said you were having some kind of thoughts, in quotation marks. There was a time you were having some sort of thoughts. these kind of thoughts, if this makes any sense, you guys. Okay, so that could be what this is referring to, but really I'm getting that you gained the clarity you need and all, and the insight, and you went for it. You changed things. You put a change to this paranoia. Good for you, because that's not always easy, because people don't even want to admit that they possibly could be suffering from a mental illness. So good job, Virgos. Good job. Okay, let's clarify the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we have for the Two of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Cups. So remember earlier I was saying with this Two of Cups in reverse, that was you feeling like you just didn't want to be around anyone, you didn't want to do anything with anyone, you didn't want to talk to anyone, you didn't want to be around anyone, you didn't want to share your cup with others, you didn't want to do any of that until you got your situation under control. Right? But that's how you were feeling. And because that's how you were feeling, you went about your everyday life like normal until you felt like you were going to get the answers you need. And finally you did. You received some enlightenment, and you finally walked away with feeling like you didn't want to deal with people, period. You didn't want to deal with people, places, or things, because anything can set off your paranoia. Okay? And then you have this Four of Cups here. Right? And I think with you like shutting yourself out from people, places, and things, you started to become bored. You started to become bored. And Spirit realized that and said, okay, you know what? It's time to knock on their door and let them know what I need them to know. And they did that, and you were able to walk away. This needed to happen, or else you wouldn't have went to research for somebody to help you with this paranoid situation, because you wasn't seeing anything, doing anything, being around anything, being around anybody. You wasn't doing any of that. Yeah. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, everything is fine. Yes, you went to seek your professional help after doing the research that you needed to do to find this magician to help you get help with this paranoia. And it turns out that this magician was able to find something to help you with that, and now everything is fine. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it. All right, so let's get an empowering question you should ask yourself, and then that'll be the end of the video. All right, Spirit. What's an empowering question my Virgos need to ask themselves? Okay, so we just had a popper. Okay, it says, what is my biggest dream? What can I do today to move closer to that dream? Yes. So now that you're not really suffering too much from this paranoid, now I don't know if you still have it and things like that. I don't know. That's not my business, okay? But what I do know is that it's under control, and now you can focus on your dreams. Because when you're and when you're paranoid like that, you can't focus on anything else. So That's all I have for you, my dear Virgos. Thank you so much for tuning in to Seashell TV. I hope this message helped you. Thank you for tuning in to Mental Health Check-In Mondays. I appreciate you all, and until we meet again, bye.